Alright, hey there. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, I do a lot of crazy things with lights. Stick around, enjoy it. If not, see you later. Thumbs up, thumb down. Make myself smile. Hopefully I'll make you smile by the end of this video. Hopefully you'll make somebody else smile. So what do we have here? We have a partially completed Mercedes AMG GT3, which is going to be the Formula One racing car. So it is not quite ready yet, but there is a preview of what we're going for. But what we do have is, this is actually the 911 GT1 Street that I'm using the LANEBoys light controller, and I figured we would give it a test. So got my DX5 Rugged here, and one of the beauties of the LANEBoys system is it's really just a plug and play, so it's the light controller that's doing all the work. I've got the same thing over here on the Porsche. It's just a much smaller version of it there, with the simple switch that does some other cool tricks. Stick that there. Maybe we'll take a look at that towards the end. So with anything, you have to begin with a good plan. Hopefully you can kind of see what's going to go on each port. With the bottom there is what I hope the rear wing will look like. And so let's give it a test. If I hit the switch once, we should get headlights and brake lights, which we do. And we have regular lights and then these strips. Yes, one is longer than the other. I was just mocking it up real quick to make sure it's going to do what I think it's going to do. I've still got to do painting on the light buckets, but I wanted to see if my thought would end up working, which I think it will. So then second click, we get high beams. If I go to a different aux channel, I should get a wig wag on the headlights. Excellent. Blink in unison and then wig wag. If I double click on the main one, it'll take these back down to dim. Double click again, it'll take them all off, but the headlights still stay on until I deactivate that wig wag. So that's good. And I can go 4 clicks, 3 clicks is all on, 3 off, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and so we get our amber indicators. And what I can do is do 2 lights, so I can actually just have 1 port for the left and 1 port for right. 4 takes them off, and then they are functioning. So left, go ahead and drive. It turns off, and then I have my brake lights as well as what's going to be a third brake light in the back. And then right, that works. Drive, brake, good. And then reverse and brake, awesome. And then this should be, yep, goes on to my emergency flashers. So what I would normally do would have those on, and then turn these on, but for the sake of not making it look too crazy, yeah, good luck with that. All right, so when this is on, what's going to be happening is these are going to go on the wing. We'll have 3 on the left side, 3 on the right side, and then 3 blinking in the middle. The ones blinking up front will be the ones for the windshield, and then there will be one that will go on a license plate in the back of this safety car. What I did is I painted up the wing, but I left the edge clear. So poor planning on my part, but we're still going to see how this will quasi look. I'm not a professional by any stretch of the imagination, but let's see. Get my fingers out of the way. Yeah, those are going to look good. And I'm going to do it like this so I can use all of my hand. Wrong one. I need to change that for momentary, but it's actually set up for my Porsche, so I don't want to mess that up. Yeah, those are going to show through nicely. And then I'll do the same thing with the green. We'll have 2 green in the front, each side of the windshield. I'll have 3 across the back, and those will also show through nicely. So I'll do yellows on the sides. Yep. Just have to do some reprogramming on that to make sure these yellows don't pop on when those green ones do. The green ones are, you can pass the safety car, no problems. But that's just something I can do in the user interface to fix that. All right, and then 2 takes it off. Take it off the brights. And that would be what it would normally look like when I'd be going around the track in safety mode. Cool. So that was a successful test. And so what's going to be next? So we got the light program loaded, tested. These are, again, just a quick mock-up, a little bit of crimping, a little bit of soldering, a little bit of wiring, just to make sure that everything's working the way I think it would work. Need to finish the grill work here. Got the decals, some MCI in stock, and then I got to do some Cricut work. I've got the basic template loaded for the F1 safety car, but I really just need to figure it out. And then just using my 911 here, need to get another DX5 SR 515 receiver. Got a couple calls out to get some used ones. Don't really need it. It's not going to do a whole lot other than sit here. One of the cool things about this that does allow me to do this plug and play is this is the light controller that I've talked about, LANEBoysRC. But what really makes it possible is this 5-channel preprocessor. And so it has on it steering 2 ports, throttle 2 ports. So you have from the receiver in and then back out to the motor. Same thing for the throttle steering, and then you have aux 1, aux 2, and then a light. And what that does is it transfers the signal into one port here on the light controller, and then I don't have to worry about all the different various connections. It really is just one wire that I plug and play. And so we'll show you here. We'll go ahead and turn this off. Get this out of the way. And then we'll simply plug the Porsche back in. So I just unplug one wire right here. And then I can get all these lights out of the way. Grab the 911 without destroying it. I temporarily use some shrink wrap to cover up those rough connections. So signal goes to the top. Make sure we don't backwire this. Alright, so we're good there. Simple switch is plugged in. And transmitter on. Car on. Alright, so yep, still works. Awesome. So that's my 911 GT1 Street. It's got the same kind of functionality. Press once, press twice, you get your high beams. And then on this one, I have all the emergency lights, and then the headlights go to wig-wag. If I want to, I can also do the hazard. So 4 clicks gets my hazard lights. I can actually take off the emergencies. It goes back. I can double click, take off the high beams, double click again, take off the low beams. 4 clicks and I take off the emergencies. The emergency lights I actually got wired into the side as well. See there? And then here in the back. Let's see if I can get this front on. I'm not sure what I've got going on. There we go. So, and then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, take those off. 1, it would do that and do the running lights. Go, got our brake lights. Got our reverse lights, brake lights, and then got the emergency lights again drilled into there. Put those on there, 1 on each side and the window, and then 1 up in the center of the top for the doctor, and then of course the mirrors as well. There you can see that a little bit better. And then whenever the emergency sequences go on, I do like the wig-wag in the back as well. But that is the beauty of that preprocessor. I really just plug and play, and it transmits the signals from all those various components, steering, throttle, aux 1, 2, and 3 based on how I have the functions set up. Front keeps popping up on this body, so it is sitting a tad wonky. Oh, and one thing I did ask LANEBoysRC to do is have a momentary high beam, so if I needed to have somebody just get out of the way on the Autobahn. Alright, so what's next? We finished that AMG GT3, finished the glow blender right there. We have the HG801, and then I'm doing a group build for a static model, doing a Dodge Charger. Of course, I've got light bars for that as well. But just wanted to give you an update on what's going on here. Hopefully next week we will have the finished F1 safety car. Cut out the grill, get the stickers in there, figure out how I'm going to finish up the lighting. I've got the wing, obviously. So once I get those lights mounted in there, I don't know if I'll use some microcrystal clear or something else just to get them up in there. I'll run the wires down the supports on the back of that car, and then that will be ready to go for the next race. All right, hopefully I made myself smile. I think I did. Maybe I made you smile. I do these in the morning for a reason, because at night I am at a loss for words, but it is what it is. Now, go out there and make somebody else smile. Have a great day.